the guy who plays Garland Green.
Steve Buscemi.
Buscemi, that's his name. Yeah.
Okay, right. We are in the middle of this fight, okay? We are at the top of the order. So, in terms of who's left on the board, you've got Etherdway, Vash, then random villagers will get to move, and then it's Malachi, Quinny and the Ravens, all the bad guys, Zephyr Harleen. Okay?
Did you roll bad initiative for me? Or
Yeah, 7.
That's scary. I'm not letting you touch that.
To be fair, you did murderise Fiona Watcher. You did murderise Fiona Watcher. Single-handedly.
Okay, good.
Okay. Etherdway, you're up.
Just remind me where I am in the...
At the top. Right at the very top. Up there. Yeah.
Ooh. I'm guessing the big giant elf is
Well, it's currently a octopus, but yeah, it's...
No, yes,
okay.
Quinny's using very fun giant elf.
When was the last time we actually had?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's been a bit. Yeah, it's been a bit.
Emma, are there any enemies? Oh, those red things are enemies, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah.
This one's on the top of this building. It's on the roof. It climbed up the wall. The one that you've got is surrounded by ravens.
So will that count from a sneak attack perspective as being what?
At the moment, no, because it's very fixed on you because you did it shed loads of damage. So at the moment, it's not sufficiently distracted by the ravens. It's ignoring them.
It's not allies nearby?
Nah. No.
That'd be a little bit easier.
No, it's fine. I don't mind arguing.
I saw. Alright.
I think you got assassination on it from arguing from ravens before. At the moment, he's got a fucking deadly dagger. So.
That's true.
Ah, that's right.
Oh yeah.
I mean, any dagger.
You're going to have to recharge it at some point, but yeah. So, if the item is written, you need to recharge its really super nasty poison ability at dawn. But it's ever so slightly different. So you've got one more charge where it'll do all the additional damage, and then it goes back to being a dagger until you re-poison it and reset it.
A regular dagger.
Yeah.
I don't get to choose to use it or not. It's just automatic.
No. So at the moment, you've got one more dose of the poison, so it'll do all the extra stuff. But once you've used that, it will then just do regular dagger damage. It'll still act as a magical dagger, but it's a regular dagger damage rather than all the additional stuff. And then you'll have to re-poison it, reload it.
I can magically identify. In that case, I'll do a double dagger attack to that.
Okay.
We just get the mouth to taste it. You mean to poison it?
Not yet.
Oh, right. Maybe not then.
I mean,
not yet. You're not perfect body.
and this one is currently
So the dagger
poisoned.
venom did 28, and the other dagger, regular dagger, did 22.
To hit?
Yeah, to hit.
Yes, both hit.
Well, I rolled for me.
Stay sure you're not rolling some shit.
Rogues hit just as hard.
Yeah, basically.
Rogues are vicious.
They absolutely do not. Pim has a +6 from items and a +2 from archery.
Fighting style helps.
It adds
Can I
up.
roll a constitution save, please?
It can.
Everyone's also still got a good berry on them that I handed out before the fight. It gives you 1 hit point if you eat it, or if you feed it to someone else, it stops them being dead, which is handy.
Which is always handy.
It is.
Yeah, the not being dead
They're
thing.
not, well, actually, sorry, it doesn't stop them being dead, it stops them becoming dead. Stops them
22.
Yep, that's a save. So that means it's 5, is that right?
The poison damage.
Poison damage?
It is already poisoned.
Yeah, the poison damage.
Yeah.
Okay, so it will
It
do
looks
it.
very sick. It's hard to tell because it's so pale. It's like now pale and slightly
If
green.
you're down, can you eat it yourself, or do you still have to feed it to
You need to be up to eat it. But you can force feed it to your
So
allies.
it's a total of 20 damage.
Okay, that one is down.
Okay,
Yep, dead.
brilliant. And where's everyone else? Are we all...
Okay, so you've got Quinny the elk, you've got Vash, and then everybody else is down here, and you've got Father Lucian up there with his spirit guardians. So this is all villagers fleeing in that direction, and there's some villagers fleeing in this direction.
So does this one here,
Yes,
is that somewhat engaged with the elk?
yes, very engaged with the elk.
Then I shall maybe just
Ooh, the elk has 10
shift
feet.
over.
You're going to flank it.
Yeah, just get here a little bit. Yeah, no.
Okay, yep, you can
Yes,
flank
Get
it.
it next turn, basically.
Okay,
So that's
fine.
the end of my turn.
all right. Vash, you're up.
The enemy on this side.
This one?
Yep, that one.
Yep.
I will bonus action hex his ass.
Hex his ass. Okay.
I'll give disadvantage on strength checks, not that it matters. And I am going to start Eldritch Blasting.
Oh, should I do something?
It's a 21 to hit.
Hits.
For 18 damage. Hex and Eldritch Blasting. Still can't.
18.
Still on it.
It's up. Yeah.
No, I'll fire another. That's a dirty 20 to hit.
Hits. It's like a shambling zombie.
17 damage.
Okay, shambling zombie explodes in a pile of sort of necrotic body parts.
And then I will position
There's
myself,
lots of screaming from these villagers at the back here.
I will position myself on the room of the fountain.
Okay. Yep. So just down from where you are.
Just down from where I am.
Okay.
Just so I can see more of the battlefield.
Yep.
And that's me.
Okay, so Father Lucian is going to carry on moving. So he's just going to carry on moving up and out at the back and to the church, essentially, is what he's screaming. He has also got fewer hit points than he would like to have. So they're heading out there. Malachi, you're up.
Okay. You scroll down a little bit.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay.
So yeah, you are in the centre of the purple. That's you there, and your spirit weapon is up at the top, next to that other
Yeah.
zombie dude at the
I'm
top.
gonna move, like basically diagonally to the left,
Okay.
so that I can basically just cover more of those villages with the guardians.
Okay.
And get a bit further away from the
Yep.
map. And then I'm going to shoot a scorching guiding bolt at has the one on the right taken some damage already?
This one.
Yeah.
This one has. These
Yeah.
two haven't. These
Oh,
two
the one on
haven't.
the right.
Okay.
That is a 24 to hit.
Hits.
So 46. That'll be 11 damage.
Okay.
Radiant. Then the next attack roll, I guess, advantage.
Yep. It's now sparkling, glowing. Happy days. Okay. So you've moved. Anything else?
Yeah, I'll use my bonus action to bonk the guy that's next to him.
Oh, at the top. Yep.
My spiritual weapon.
Yep.
That'll be a 20 to hit.
Hits.
And that'll be 12 damage.
Which is exactly what you need to take out that remaining. So that last guard there looks amazingly relieved on his 3 remaining hit points.
So the guards are the green ones, right?
The guards are the green ones. Yeah, you don't have to kill the green ones. Well, you can kill them if you want to. If you get carried away. Okay, so you done? You good? Quinny and the Ravens,
Is this one
which is a
within-
band, by the way. It's a new Barovian folk band.
Yeah,
Quinny
we're
and the
doing our
Ravens.
EP, so,
Yep.
is this one within 30 feet?
Ooh.
35 feet?
Probably not quite. Let's have a look. 70 feet.
Oh, goodness. Okay, I can't even get there. It's an wow. Alright, cool. I'd like to run 30 feet back, and
Yep.
I'm going to charge this one.
Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to move you back again.
No, I wouldn't expect
Do you want to move the Ravens? That's the other question.
Ravens will move to another target, yeah. Ravens will probably go after...
That one?
I think they've got a 50-foot movement speed.
So they can,
They've
from
got
there,
50
they can get the one that's on the top of this roof that you jumped on.
Yeah,
earlier.
I'll go for that one. And I'll
Okay.
do them after I do Quay's turn.
Yeah, that's
okay.
fine.
Lovely. That guy is flanked by Etherdwy, are they?
Yes, they are.
Ooh. It's not what I wanted on the dice. 16 to hit.
Hits.
Beautiful. Is a horrible roll. 10 bludgeoning damage, and can it make a strength saving throw for me, please?
Yeah.
To avoid being knocked prone.
Because it really doesn't want to be bloody prone before Etherdwy's Go. Yeah, da, da, da. 14.
That is the DC, so it succeeds. Cool, so it's not knocked prone, that is fine. And then the Ravens,
Yep.
that's, does a 13 hit?
No, 13 does not hit.
Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Wonderful. In that case, that's 4 hits
Yep.
for a total of 28 piercing damage.
I think that
Lovely
is
roll
enough
for
to
the
knock that one off the roof and take that one out completely. That was the one you were going for?
The one on the roof, yeah.
Yeah. So that one is down and out.
Awesome. Can they use the rest of their movement
Yes.
to start heading south
Yep.
for the winter?
Yeah. Heading south. Okay. Are you staying where you are?
I am. I think... How far is it to get to, the spiritual
You can see them all coming down here.
I love that.
Sorry. How far is it to get to?
Yeah, you said it was 70 feet to
70
this one.
feet
How
to
far is
this
it to
one,
get Here?
over to this far corner.
Yeah. And I managed that in 120 feet?
Probably. Straight through the...
Can you
it
go through the
is 95 feet.
95 feet. Awesome. In that case,
Probably jump over the
in that case, I'm going to ditch the wild shape
Okay.
as my bonus action, and then I'll jump into something new.
Okay.
Next turn.
Alright. So you're going back to Quinny.
Back to 20. Just for a second.
Alright. It's the vampire spawns go. So the one at the top is going to try and attack Etherdwy. Let's go. Oh, there we go. So it's going to try and claw you, and then it's going to try and bite you. Okay. So that is with its claws 18, 19, 20, 24 to hit. And with its bite, that's going to be 30, dirty 20 to hit.
That also hits.
Excellent. Dun, dun, dun.
I'll use my uncanny dodge as well.
Okay.
Can you only use that once per turn?
Once per
What does it
turn.
say?
Yeah,
You can only use
it's
it
one. Yeah, it's a reaction.
I figured it.
So you can only use it on one set of damage. So the
Well, can I wait and see what the damage is first?
Yeah.
Yes, but please specify.
so the
Wait until
the claw damage is 6 slashing damage,
Mhm.
and the bite damage does 4 piercing damage,
Mhm.
8 necrotic damage,
Mhm.
and reduce. Sorry, yeah. So 4 piercing and 5 necrotic, and drops your hit points by 5. Maximum hit points by 5.
Okay. So, can I halve? Obviously, I'll choose that to half. Will I
Yep.
get to half the whole 9 points?
You can halve the. Yeah, you can halve both.
Do I round up or down? How does that work?
Wow.
Always down.
Always down. So it'd be 2. Yeah.
Down, 4 damage.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's that one on Etherdwe. This guy right at the bottom is going to attack Malachi. The same. So 1 claw, 1 attack on Malachi.
Spirit Guardians.
Malachi's not in the Spirit Guardians. He's on the outside of the Spirit
Follows it.
Guardians.
Spirit Guardians follows the caster.
No, I think she meant.
No, sorry, I meant Zephyr. He's outside of the Spirit Guardians. That's why they're attacking
It's
Zephyr.
in Malachi. I'm like,
Sorry, my bad. I probably did, but my bad. So that's 23 to hit and 12 to hit.
Misses.
So you just got hit by the claws.
So is that max HP thing? Is that temporary or permanent?
Long rest.
Alright.
So that's 8 slashing damage. And then these guys are just moving in. And this guy's moving up there towards those guys. And this guy's moving in here. And is also going to take a swipe at Zephyr because he's on the bottom. And I think both of those are going to miss. So that's a 12 and a 9. Miss and a miss. Okay. Zephyr, you're up. Harleen, you're on deck.
I'm casting Zipper Strike,
Okay.
and I've already pre-rolled my attack, and it's a 10 to hit.
On this one, which one? This one?
The one just comes up.
Yeah, misses.
And I will. Oh no, I might retreat back. That 30 feet towards the company.
You'll get an attack of opportunity on you as you retreat.
Right. It's vicious. Sorry. It's Zipper Strike.
So, fine. So you're going back 30 feet?
Mhm.
You go up there.
Right towards the
Yep. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Harleen, you're up. Etherdwe on deck.
I rolled a nat 1 for my first strike against this guy, but my second roll was a 17 plus 8.
Hits.
And then that does 10 piercing damage to this.
I think that's going to. It is still up, but it's looking Peaky.
That's my turn.
Okay. So Etherdwe, you're up.
Alright. I'm going to attack the one that attacked me.
Yep.
So is that me just underneath it, or am I on the top?
You're just above it. That's Quinny has turned back into a
Satan.
In
satyr.
which case, I
Sorry.
I can use
So
my-
you're flanking, so you can roll with advantage, and you get sneak attack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
roll with advantage too.
yeah, because you're flanking.
Brilliant. But I don't get to use my special dagger power.
No,
Regular
because
dagger
you've
power.
used your dagger power.
Yeah, no, that's all.
But you can use whatever other weapons you want. You can use whatever weapons you want.
Thank you very much. What there's a crit?
Oh,
but
boom.
But I will use my advantage to re-roll my other dice. And so, does an 18 hit it?
Yes.
And the sneak attack damage is actually doubled as well.
Yes. Or maximum damage plus whatever sneak attack you roll. So lots of damage.
Maximum damage plus whatever my sneak
Yeah.
attack is. Okay, well that's safe. So that would be 27 damage.
Okay.
Oh, the snake, I didn't double the sneak attack damage.
So it's whatever you roll plus what your maximum sneak attack damage would be.
Oh, whatever I rolled plus that. My apologies,
Yeah.
I misunderstood. Alright, can I do that again?
Yeah. Hmm?
Okay. So that's... Plus maximum sneak attack is 36.
So you've rolled. Is that your damage?
That's so. Yeah, I rolled 8. I had 18. If that's the max sneak attack damage.
Yeah.
And
And then whatever you rolled for sneak attack.
sorry, I'm not asking stupid questions.
Okay. How many sneak attack dice have you got?
3.
Okay, 3d6, so that's 18. Now roll 3d6.
Oh, okay, alright. So
Yep.
Yep.
So 18 plus whatever that
plus
is.
6, that's 16.
Okay.
Plus the regular damage,
Yes.
which was 18.
Okay.
So double that as well. Is that why that wasn't doubled up? Actually.
You don't double anything.
You don't double. So whatever your weapons would do as maximum damage.
An even 50.
That's, This is for crits.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, no. So only one was a crit. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, you do your crit,
My
and then do
apologies.
your other. Then do your normal damage.
Okay.
It's all right.
Yeah. Sorry.
No, I'm grumbling.
No, that's okay.
You're good.
Alright, that's all.
We changed.
So what was your total damage, Chris?
How to keep track of.
It is
36.
36. Fine.
So with that.
No worries.
No, my grumble was so I didn't cough. No, I've just got a little bit of phlegm.
No, that's okay. All good.
The only reason I don't double it is so that if you get a 1 on your damage, that always feels really underwhelming with
It is
sneak
incredibly
with,
underwhelming.
with a crit.
However, we have a paladin, a barbarian with too many dice, and
And a dead-
and everybody else's class,
And a dead warlock. And a dead warlock. Dead. Okay.
Death saving throws. He's incapacitated. Dead.
Is that your turn? Are we good? Are we done?
Yes.
Vash, you're up.
Alright, so where's the one... okay. What have we got here? Who's getting attacked in the top left-hand corner there?
So that's Quinny underneath and Etherdwe's flanking from above.
I
So
imagine it's looking pretty
Got
beat
that
up.
handle.
it is looking pretty beaten up, that one.
Alright,
and you've
so-
got this one coming up here
I
after
will
these
attack
two.
that one.
I was going to say, Vash, if you want to leave me that one, I can do something neat with my wild shape stuff. But no big deal.
I will bonus action with my hex to him.
Okay.
I'm gonna do max damage. And I'll start firing old twice.
Okie dokie.
That's a 22 to hit.
Hits.
With 10 damage.
Okay.
Fire a second one. Oh, nat 20.
Nice.
Go for it.
So that would make
You know, it adds your hit points rather than taking them away. It's suddenly gone from nothing to 3,222 hit points. It's like,
What's that? 3,000 hit points?
it's alright. It didn't overwrite, it just added all the numbers in.
Full in Foundry.
26 total damage.
It's out. On that second one.
Horrendous.
So that one.
Oh, really bad on the damage dice.
And yet.
Okay.
It's crit.
Are you moving anywhere? Staying where you are?
Stay where I am.
Okie dokie. Everybody up at the top is just moving away. So all of these people are just desperately trying to get, behind this stocks is just like this huge mass of screaming, sort of hysterically screaming villagers climbing over one another and sort of desperately trying to get out of the back. And these guys are similarly running in various directions because there's now all sorts of different. They were trying to escape Strahd down here, and now there's vampires down here. So now they're scattering in all different directions. Okay, Malachi, then Quinny and the Ravens.
Quinny.
Quinny.
Those squares are 5 feet.
What are these?
Yeah.
So that's your spirit guardian. So yeah, that's a 20 feet.
That's
Yeah.
So would I be right in guessing that I'll get 3 of those vampires with turn undead?
Yeah. Yes, you can.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And as you're the right level, you've got Destroy Undead.
This is a
Yeah,
fantastic
yeah,
campaign for a club.
Half or off.
I don't think that.
Turn Undead makes them leave, that's good enough.
Does that CR half go up with you or not?
Yeah. I think Max is
That
at
8,
around 4.
I think it goes to CR1.
So what's he at the moment? CR half.
Half, yeah.
Yeah.
You just have to guess CR.
So it's got to do it. Wisdom
You
saving
can
throw.
mathematically work it out. So CR is
Whoa, what's happened there?
See max hit points, damage output.
I have no idea what's just happened there.
And one other thing.
Special abilities, usually. Oh, no,
they
something,
don't
no.
factor into CR.
Because you get some really wacky
I don't know why it's
stuff.
just-
Yeah, which is
Special
why
abilities
stuff
with low
like
CR
Banshees and Bodaks don't
So
really
I'll just
work.
reopen it.
It's terrifying, don't know.
Yeah. It's a low DC. And that's the other one, it's the save DC for the creature.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't think they've ever once actually mathed out a creature's CR. Most of the time it's kind of a guessing game and basing it off other similar things. Oh, except Haster, and mathed that.
And it's like 50.
30. Haster is CR 30, which is where it caps out.
So it's better dangerous as Thrash is 30, Tiamat's 30. It's about as bad as wherever you're going to focus.
Well, the dragon is 25.
26, I think, dragons, but you also haven't finished that one.
I'm aware of that.
Did your Foundry kill itself?
No, it's back. I'm just going to drag it over.
Taking on a 20, level 26 creature level.
So you turning undead on the 3.
You're effectively level 20. I always do that.
Is that? Are you turning undead on all 3? Is that
If
the?
I can, yeah.
Yeah. Hold on.
Everything within 30 feet. Right.
What's the save?
Wisdom. 6 then.
Well, 1 crits. 33. So 2 success, 1 fail. None are destroyed. Because they're all above a half. And the one on the far side, I'll just pull it back up, turns and starts to move away.
Then I'll use my bonus action to move spirit weapon 20 feet towards.
Go cruise down slowly in that general direction. Okay.
That is interesting. Well, where on this map are we? Roughly?
Ravenloft. It's down here. This is the whole of Ravenloft.
Yep.
Barovia's down here.
Okay, cool. So just,
That's the
Yeah,
core.
it's like the middle section.
Yeah, it's here. Barovia.
It's a big world.
Yeah.
But a lot of it's blocked off.
Well, you kind of say that.
Well, they're different domains of dread.
They are different domains of dread. You can get between domains of dread.
Ooh, that's exciting.
You can definitely get between domains of dread, including you can get out of Ravenloft
Wow.
into other domains of dread.
Oh, so it's still just as bad. It's just different.
Yeah, it's like not necessarily you can go. You just don't necessarily end up anywhere better than you are right now.
You can check out any time you like, but you can never leave.
That kind of thing, yeah. Okay. So
That would have been really funny if that kid that I blew up just like finally managed to get out of the road and then just got killed. And
Our
like,
one possible escape.
oh,
like, he finally
There we
got
go.
out and just like immediately got killed.
there we go. Right. I don't know why it's been quite so clunky here.
Just to spite me.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Okay, so this one up here has turned and started running away in the other direction. This one has turned and it's starting to move in the other direction.
That's probably the one.
Quinny and the Ravens.
That is such a good idea, full screening the browser. I've never thought to do that.
What's that?
Full screening the browser on that second screen.
Yeah.
I've never thought to do that. Can we do the Ravens first? Can they get
Yep.
to that one?
Yep.
Awesome.
That's the one that's turning.
Oh, will this stop them turning?
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, if you attack it. So this one's moving away.
Damage, it stops turning.
Okay, cool. Is the other one not turned to the left of it?
Yeah, that one was out of range. That one's not
Beautiful.
turned.
Let's go
These
for that
two
one.
passed the turning check.
So let's go for that.
Yep.
That is does an 11 hit?
No.
14?
No.
Cool. In that case, 22 and 2 18s hit.
Hit.
Cool. That's 3 hits. That is 15 piercing damage from the Ravens. I think there's 8 of them. 8
I
swords.
swear I do like most damage.
They do 2d6 and on average 3 or 4 on the hill, so it's a decent bit of chip damage. I
Okay.
think it's
And
been
what will
half.
Quinny like to do?
Quinny would like to. Can I assess how damaged this thing in front of me is?
Yeah, you can roll perception.
Perception. No chance you could make it survival.
Yeah, you can roll survival.
Would you describe this as an evil creature?
It appears to be pretty evil.
Awesome. That is a 29.
It is. It's more than bloodied, but not at death's door.
Alright, cool. I will wild shape into a giant hyena in that case.
Okay.
And then, ooh, there goes my. And then I'll go in for an attack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's 5. Is it? It's flanked, isn't it?
It is flanked.
Beautiful. Crit.
Right. Okay.
Isn't crazy for a hyena, but that is 25 piercing damage from the hyena,
Okay.
and that is that's magical piercing damage because of my ninja ability.
Mm-hmm.
Does that finish it off?
Not quite.
Ah, damn it. Cool. That's all from me then.
But Quinny would know it looks really, really bloody. No, it's not quite. It's there you go.
Doesn't it just?
There you go. I've made
I
you.
hoping I can get it because I think it lets me run a huge distance. I'm going to bail anyway. I'm going to run 50 feet due south,
Okay.
heading for either of those things, and I'll just take the opportunity to attack.
Okay. It's going to try and claw at you as you move away.
Bring them up.
21.
Okay, maybe not bring it on that hard. That definitely hits.
Okay. Ugh. 4 of the slashing variety damage.
4 of the slashing.
That's very
variety.
depressing.
Doesn't bother me too much.
And no, didn't think it would do. And you're moving down there. Okay, so there go. This one is going to have another attack at Etherdweek because he is the only person still there.
Is Arlene in the order?
Harleen, yeah, Harleen
Yeah.
attacks at the end of the
Oh.
order. Yeah,
I'm very lost.
she's right at the end. I didn't roll that. Yeah, I didn't roll your initiative. Just so you know that.
No, that's my fault.
16 and a 12.
16 hits.
Okay. Ugh. Sorry, just got stuck in. There we go. So it's hit with its claw attack. 4, 7 damage.
Hold that,
Yep.
please.
Yep. Okay. This one down at the bottom is going to move in and try and attack Harleen. So it's going to attack with its bite and with its claws. So that is 18 to hit with its claws and 10 to hit with a bite.
Second doesn't hit.
Okay.
So what's that damage from the first one?
It's going to be slashing damage, and it is a wrong dice. That is a 6. And this one's going to come in behind you and is going to try and attack. So it will take Spirit Guardians at the beginning of its turn. It's going to try and attack Malachi.
Well, I'm going to use Warding Flare.
So 23 and 25 to hit.
Wow.
Yep.
What's the sound of it?
Giant hyena. If it kills a creature.
So that was with disadvantage.
Oh, with disadvantage. I apologise.
Warding Flare.
Make an attack.
So one of those stands, and the other one becomes a 16.
Oh, they both hit.
I think Ellen might have found that one.
Was that the
The
hyena?
hyena art will just compliment him.
Oh yeah, that's,
Just like Gundabag was.
yeah. No, I did a whole collection of random stuff. Okay.
We match the Ruskador race.
Sin is so bad. Very fun though.
It takes the damage as soon as it walks in.
Okay.
So,
Yep.
I'm not set themselves.
6 rolled damage.
So it's 3d8. 7,
So you get 8 claw damage.
16 radiant damage.
Okay.
And how much do I get? Sorry, 10.
So 8 of slashing damage from the claws.
Yep.
And then you get, I hate the way it adds it up. You get 6 piercing damage and 6 necrotic damage and 6 off your maximum hit points.
Nice. Is that from one attack or 3 separate ones?
No, the bite has necrotic damage.
Oh.
So the bite is piercing and necrotic.
So if
Claws
it's
are
a
slashing.
attacks, that makes concentration checks just ferocious.
No.
Ferocious? Atrocious.
It's 2 attacks, 2 with 3 sets of damage.
Not atrocious.
And
That's the first damage I'll take.
and concentration check on your
Call that
Spirit
the weak.
Spirit Guardians, which will be a DC of 10.
that passes.
Hooray.
Okay. And they're starting to smoke a little bit where they've sort of walked into the flame. Zephyr and then Harleen.
So the first roll was a 3, so 9 to hit.
Which one are you aiming at? This one is turned, so this one is fleeing.
I'll just go straight south.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's flanked, isn't it?
Yeah, probably. It's pretty close.
What's the thing? Is that above? Oh, I'll just take the second roll in and stuff. Oh, no, I'll roll it. I
Done it.
assumed I wasn't.
Okay.
It's a 10.
Would you need to play an evocation wizard or something that doesn't require attack rolls?
Yeah.
10 does not hit.
And then I'll roll my 14 to hit.
No.
Doesn't hit.
And then it's just run back.
Definitely need to be running area effect DC spells.
Or like an arc
Holly.
or something that just gets a ton of...
Harleen,
ton of-
hit something. Show them how it's done.
I'm
It's like wielding your hammer like this. Go, watch your hand like that,
actually
dude.
using the spear
Okay,
because
yep.
I need to regain some health. So hopefully this.
Yep.
I'm going for this guy.
Yep.
I rolled a 13 to hit
13 misses.
and a natural 20 to hit.
That hits.
So then it is. 23 piercing damage.
That one is down.
That's reaction to weapons. And people get weapons.
Oh no.
Okay.
I can because I'm taking my
Yep.
damage to 0 again.
You get health back from the blood spear.
Mild, small consequences.
Oh, that's a bit of childhood trauma that just came to the back of the
You gonna do anything else on this?
So you're
No,
gonna
that's
show
all.
me.
That's your go. Okay, Ethard, you're up at the
I
top.
don't know, but that's going to cost them an army.
I'm going to attack the creature that's.
Okay.
Or a whole body.
I think you might have to breathe on it heavily.
One of those that are going.
You could go boo.
I'm kind of sorry for hitching you a 3.
Put a dirty 20 and an 18.
Hits.
Is that? Do I need to roll or is it dead?
Probably not. You might as well roll. I think you'll probably take it out. It might manage it.
Yeah, we got a 10 and a.
It's down.
Alright, down the throat.
Okay.
What's this?
So movement.
Whereabouts are the enemies?
So you're up here. You've just taken this guy out. So you've got this one that's running away. This one's up.
Yeah.
One here.
Alright. Well, I'll start moving down this way. That's my movement speed is not great. I use 25.
You can dash as a bonus action, though.
Yeah, you've not used your bonus action. You took it on your first attack.
Look how far 50 feet.
Yeah.
I think that's about what the hyena is.
Right, I'll dash 50 feet as far as I can go south.
There you go. You're coming.
Thank you.
I'll move you a bit more. There we go. Okay. Malachi. Oh no, Vash, sorry.
There. Okay, so I will target the vampire that is not fleeing.
So this one or this one?
No, the one.
This one?
So, buddy, I will bonus action move my hex over to him.
Yep.
Don't hit my ratings.
I will aim it again. Nope, that missed. That was a nat 1, that definitely missed.
Roll a luck check.
13.
You managed to not hit the one that's fleeing.
And that will be a 26 to hit on the second.
That one hits.
Just
It kind of bounces off the first one bounces off the wall of that building, and you kind of realign your aim, you realign your scope on your hand.
It's got to be difficult aiming with
Well,
that
damage.
hand.
Yeah.
Far away, you know, like-
It's like, which bit of your hand does it come out?
There's not a lot of
It's like sorry.
I've always seen it as like black lightning that just leaches out and leaches out.
Yeah, but it's like which bit? Like, do you aim with
It's
your
not meant to be.
finger? Do
It's
you aim? Do you aim with your hand?
I
Or your-
Spider-Man.
Oh, you're Spider-Man,
Spider-Man.
obviously.
Absolutely Spider-Man.
Okay, just so we know.
15 total damage.
Yes, 15 total damage. That one's down.
15 total damage.
Yep. Quinny and the Ravens. Are you moving? Are you?
I'll say
Are you staying where you are?
Let's
Okay.
do the Ravens first.
I've got a good view of the battle.
Okay, so the one that the Ravens are currently around is fleeing.
Yeah.
Because the other one is down.
Oh, okay.
Because
cool.
Vash just Eldritch blasted that one.
Can the Ravens get to that one with 50 feet fly speed?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or at least some of them can.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, cool. We'll just hit the one that's fleeing then.
Okay.
That's a hell of a roll. That's I'm guessing the 5 and the 8 don't hit. But
Nope.
That's 22, 22, 22, 23.
Yes.
And then that is 35 piercing damage.
Okay.
And then I will make a run at that same one as the hyena.
Mm-hmm.
Can I get there with 50 feet speed?
Yeah.
Wonderful. I'll go in for a bite attack. That is a crit fail.
You go. You hit a really skiddy bit. There's a lot of blood around here. A skiddy bit of the cobbles and just go careering past that. It's like you've got this as your mouth just kind of sails past it.
Horrendous.
It was very entertaining though. All of the villagers stopped fleeing for a moment and just went, ooh, ooh, ooh. Hilarious.
If I do have the speed, what I would like to do is get on the far side of it to try to stop it getting past me without invoking opportunity attacks, just if it decides to run away. I
And
don't
then
think it
that's
will.
the
Yep.
blood part of it.
Yeah, you just skidded straight through that blood puddle while going trying to chew it on the way past.
Damn stupid bloody dog thing.
Okay, so it's their turn. So that one's going to try and bite you back and claw you back. Fine.
The ravens that actually hit.
Pardon?
I was kidding. I said
What was
not
that, Chris?
I was saying, I think the vampire next to Harley doesn't stand much of a chance.
Well, it's all,
fully
it's-
surrounded in spirit.
Well, it's in Spirit Guardians with Malachi on one side and Harleen on the other, and lots of commoners.
Did a lot of damage to myself.
So lots and lots of commoners just like cruising around the place. Okay, so 22 to hit.
Do it. Yes.
Triangles.
Do they take their turns in different orders?
All the spawn go together.
So I haven't had a chance to attack since he attacked me last.
Oh, you're above Quinny and the Ravens. You're right.
Yeah.
Let me just finish this attack and then
Yeah,
you attack. So that's 5.
5 damage. Lovely.
5 slashing damage.
Yep.
It misses with the bite.
Cool.
Malachi, I apologise. Malachi,
Okay.
you're right.
Burning hands on that thing. But I'm
What, the one right in front of you?
Yeah, but in a way that I'm not going to get home. So that'll be a dex saving throw for that.
Oh yeah, that's its strong suit, that is.
The shambling corpse.
It's not going to be doing a lot of damage anyway.
To be fair, it's better than, some of its other saves. Yeah, its charisma's not great.
Did a charisma save for the burn?
10.
Save.
10.
10 or 5. So it'll take 6 fire damage.
6 fire damage. Okay.
It's taking 3d8 on the side this time.
It's going to, 3d8.
That'll be 6
Okay.
Jump toward the Jump toward the
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Really?
And are you moving your...
Yeah.
Are you gradually...
You forgot to-
Yeah, no, I know. So you're
just move
moving it down. Yeah. I can move 20 and then another 20. It's gradually, in its holy light, floating through the square in the general direction of the fray. Okay.
It was a very old movie.
Anything else?
No, that's already
I think it's
Okay.
48.
So the one has gone on Quinny. The other one is going to attack Malachi because that hurt. Yep. Oh,
What is that?
so that's dirty 20, 14 twice,
I have nothing for
and then a 2. So the claws hit and the bite doesn't.
Angela Lenz.
I love that movie.
Uh, 8 slashing. Yep. Okay. Zephyr, you're up.
I rolled a net 20.
He hit something.
Uh,
When Zephyr hits something.
Which one are you aiming at? There's 2 up.
The one with the 3 people.
Yep. The one that's been
I'm also paper throwing it because,
Yep. The one that's been gently fried.
Yeah.
You gotta damage something.
It's sort of standing there like this.
And I'm using the you know how I cast Zip Strike?
Yep.
I'm using the Zip Strike,
Okay.
which is an extra D8. So that's
Is Zephyr Strike a
6.
spell that you invented yourself?
No.
You invented for yourself.
No.
You just gave yourself a savage.
It's a legit spell.
It's a
I
legit
think
spell.
Zephyr is Greek for wind, isn't it?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Like, pro wrestling, finishing moves. Zephyr Strike.
It's a Mr. Zephyr strike.
It's a Zephyr Strike.
A Mr. Zephyr strike.
I saw a thing for the
32
other
damage.
day meant to make it a better class that gives you
Okay.
back key points if you miss attacks.
Now it's looking
They're
hurt.
being stoppable.
It's not even down.
It is not down.
Does 12 to hit it?
Doesn't hit.
They all
Okay. And then I run like
someone
60 feet back to the statue. Whatever.
Going in which direction?
No, I want like probably 40.
So you came in and then
yeah, like about there.
Okay.
Just leave it.
Yep, that's fine. All right, Harleen, you're up.
I'm going for the one that's directly next to me.
Yep.
I rolled a 4 on the dice with a save, which weren't hit. So then I rolled another nat 20.
Oh,
nice.
That hits.
Safe to say there would
Crit
be no
City.
spell called the Effigy.
It is Crit City tonight.
It's really guaranteed that that is drop that big smite.
Who has
Zephyr
a
Strike?
20.
I rolled it as a
I'm the
high.
only one.
Fun.
I rolled it as the highest thing. It's the lightest thing to roll. It's kind of like
I rolled it on an Eldritch.
Rolled an 8 on the dice
On
as
a single
well. So I
roll.
did get
So
that.
it is absolutely skewered on your spear of death. Down and gone. So that one is out. Okay. Is that your...
That's fine.
You moving?
You don't roll for measurements at all.
Yeah, I guess I'll start moving.
No, you know, it just hits.
Last remaining round.
Yep. Moving that.
10 is
Go through there. Okay, Etherdwing. You are up.
I'm going to move 50 feet down towards that other vampire.
You can probably get there in less than that. I don't think you can get there in your 25 though.
But does that
Just-
mean I can still attack them? And you use your bonus action to absolutely attack.
Yeah, you can attack. You just can't dual wield. So you get one attack because you've used your bonus action to move.
Yeah, no, fair enough then.
Yeah.
I'll attack
And
them.
it's flanked, so you're attacking with advantage.
Which means you absolutely get snake attack.
With advantage, I love that.
Yep.
If I hit, oh. That hits advantage, yeah? Shit. That's not good. 16.
Hits.
Oh,
That's
does
pretty
it?
decent.
He's used to throwing numbers like 35 now.
Yeah.
With the pimp. Pimp's got a better chance to hit than Ren does. Ren's pretty on the regal.
I'm like a lockpick who get 35 in the promise.
I just meant 20 years ago.
It's his special skill, lockpicking.
Oh, that's 22 damage.
He's got like plus 18 plus.
Okay.
Those gloves.
Highest one for deception, performance, and persuasion.
Okay. So Malachi, then Quinny and the Ravens. Malachi, you're up.
I'll move 30 feet towards that new vampire.
Yep.
I'm sure I said that, but and I'm going to hit him with a guiding bolt. I'll try to hit him. That'll be an 18 to that.
Hits.
Wanders into my head about once a week.
Wanders in, says hello, wanders back out.
Not fast enough, though.
That'll be 16 radiant damage. And advantage on next attacks on pencil.
Yep.
Like that.
I'll move your purple spear in a minute. Ooh, it is sick. It is very unwell. Quinny and the anything else? Bonus action?
No, just move the.
Move your spirit weapon down.
It's not bonus attack blow on it.
Yeah, it's getting into blowing range. It has to be said. Okay.
Where's your Ravens?
They're about to go. It's the Ravens' turn.
It is the Ravens' turn. With advantage if you're using the advantage on the Ravens.
Advantage. That is an 8. That is 4 hits, I believe. Does a 15 hit?
Yep.
Oh, cool. That's 5 hits then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is 11. 29 piercing damage from the Ravens.
Feel free to describe how your cloud of killer ravens
After
finishes off this
even better, after
last vampire.
terribly embarrasses herself and falls over, the ravens just fully tornado around this thing and then lift it up into the air, and then I'll drop the spell so the ravens just vanish and the thing just plummets.
So you watch all these ravens lift this thing that's beaten and sort of slightly glowing in holy light, screaming this death scream as it flies up into the air, and then all the ravens just vanish into the ether, and the body of this vampire, picked apart, just plummets to the earth and crashes at your feet, and it is down.
Wonderful. And then I will... is combat still going?
Combat is out. You can identify no more enemies in the town square.
Awesome. How's everyone doing for health?
As soon as Zipper realizes there's no enemies around,
If anyone who wants some health, come in.
lean up against the
Yeah.
Anyone who wants some
Yeah.
health, come here.
rest of
20
the
hit
staff.
points. Anyone who wants
And
20 hit points. You get
And
20 points, you get
all
20
the
points.
Fall asleep.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's far too old for the shit.
20 each, yeah. Mass cure wins. I've got better healing than the cleric for a whole
Once
minute
you
because of the
like
healing stuff I have. It's going to get out taste quickly, but for the moment.
And Vash will bend over and wash his hands in the fountain.
Zephyr's asleep in the fountain.
You alright, Zephyr?
He's
He's getting
asleep.
too old for this.
Good, good.
It's just like rocking back and forth, like
Oh.
You're on.
Have a good berry, you've got to keep up your proteins.
Vash will look over and see Zephyr doing this, and will, without even knowing the conversation you two have just had, you know I'm older than you, right?
yes, but I'm at the end of my lifespan. You are not.
Yeah, not quite a long shot.
Deeply, deeply.
It's all very depressing. Okay. So there's fleeing people sort of this is now pretty much deserted. I mean, everybody's legged it legged it out. You can sort of see people behind the curtains in the shops and things like that, sort of watching from behind the closed curtains. What do you want to do?
Remind us last week.
Yes.
Is it Strasny? What happened to him?
So Strasny took Lydia and took her out.
Okay.
As in, took her away, not like murdered
Just
her.
murdered her randomly and left. No,
So he,
ahead of the game.
so Strasny took Lydia Petrova, the Baron's widow, out of the area. It went over the top of the stocks and out of the back of the sort of alley that way. Very early in the battle.
Okay, cool. So they're presumably
was
alive.
the one that lived in the mayor's house.
Yeah,
Yes.
with the dolls and the weird arm.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I
I wanna
remember
go
his
to
name.
the,
Straussy.
I want to go to the church to see if anyone's injured and needs healing.
Okay. So
But it's-
Father Lucian has taken with his spirit guardians. Sort of, he's taken most of the commoners and the villagers have followed him because he had like holy sparkly things. So that's where they are at the minute.
Is anyone, like, gravely injured?
There's nobody obviously gravely injured in the church. Father Lucian has done some healing. The person who was most gravely injured is actually Father Lucian. He's used all of his healing on everybody else. So he's looking, bloody.
I'll use a cure on something then.
Okay.
Is there anyone dead? Like not bad people dead?
No, there doesn't appear. As far as you can tell,
So
you managed to not murderize any of the
Small miracle.
small people.
Can I?
This is first for you guys, yeah.
Can I
Like
please?
generally as people, yeah.
Can I please have a look at all of these dead? All of these recently returned undead.
Yep.
I want to search pockets, see what the deal is.
Okay.
I'm going to use my turn to cast Fly on myself, and I'm going to fly around the town to see if there's any more straggling enemies.
Nice.
Okay.
I gave him 11.
Would it be wise to burn
Thank
the
you.
bodies of the enemy?
It can't hurt.
Hey, everybody, and then I'll turn to look at it.
What's our night?
We need to burn the corpses.
Can you help me drag these in? Let's burn the corpses.
So you might remember that right at the beginning of this festival, they wheeled out this giant wooden construction
Oh yeah.
of a blazing sun that they were about to set fire
Oh,
to
that's
as
terribly
a
convenient.
core part of the festival that's currently
That's really
propped up in
convenient.
front of
Otherwise,
the stocks, which are also made of wood.
But, yeah, but Vash wouldn't have even said anything. He just.
So you've gone up. Okay.
And I'm flying around the town looking for
Okay.
straggling.
Perception. So there's nothing of any interest as far as you can tell really on these vampires at all.
23 on perception.
So you can see people running through the town, trying to get back to their houses and barricading the doors.
Specifically,
But you can see some guards looking very brave, sort of trying to patrol further and further out, but you can't see any more anything that would worry you. You can't see any more undead. The guards seem to be, actively patrolling, and there's guards back at the perimeter. They've closed the gates to Valaki, but
Does anyone appear to be in charge of the guards now that Strasny left?
not at the moment. The guards appear to be sort of self-organised. Strasny, you would assume, because he went with Lydia,
I can
is
fly
probably
so I can go look.
he's the Baron's house is shut up, so there's nobody obviously sort of.
Just a quick flyby.
Yeah, there's nobody out in the garden having tea or anything like that. The doors are all closed, but you would presume that that's where he would
That's
most
where he would
likely have gone with Lydia.
So with no mayor,
Yep.
no Strasny.
Well,
Is
I mean,
that-
they're still alive, so they're...
Yeah, it's
no,
true.
but in terms of present.
Oh, for the moment, yeah. for
Should
sure.
that make Father Lucian in charge?
Father Lucian's gone back to the church with everybody who was all those people at the top who are following Father Lucian. People who are not at the church. The Martikovs aren't at the church. Muriel Vinshaw, the Were Ravens, not at the church.
I'd go check in on this while flying around.
Okay. If you head down to the Blue Water Inn,
I just
they're
fly
there.
my call out, make sure everyone's okay.
They're all there. So they're back in human. They're back in human form. They're back in human form and at the Blue Water Inn.
If these undead don't look like they're from town or anything like that, I'll take Ethelred's advice and start chucking them in a pile and burning them.
So you start to pile up all these sort of undead vampires and sort of rotting corpses and various things on top of the stocks. And there's this big burning sun that was. I don't know what that is. That was.
Just grab an beer.
It's Caitlin. Yeah, straight in the fridge. You're right, dude. Yeah. So you set fire to you set fire to this pyre of.
I've got
burning.
produce flame as a cantrip, so I'll probably just huck some fireballs into it.
Spam produce flame.
You know, a match could have done just as good.
Yeah, but he's got magic. Why? It's cantrip. Just let him do it.
That's a magic spell.
You find that when you start doing that, the big disc that was supposed to look like the sun actually starts to sort of almost go catches fire, almost like a Catherine wheel. So it's like sort of sparkling. There's obviously some oil or sort of soaked into the.
I'm about to blow us all out.
Yeah.
Produce flame.
I'm going to the house launch strider
Yes.
Like 120.
and then just strike directly away
Yeah.
to the Watcher's house.
Okay.
The Watcher's house? Ah, the Watcher's.
If I can see this from my aerial,
Yeah,
I'll go with Zephyr.
She's dead, her son's dead. Now would be a good time to feed her.
Flying by.
It's like sudden thought, stands up and just walks to the Watcher's house.
Okay. So Zephyr suddenly wakes up and marches off the top of the
Yeah, and
map.
I'm travelling at 60 feet.
I'm flying at 60 feet.
Okay, well, then,
Aren't you halfway across town?
That's what I mean. Because I'll be swinging past and just doing loops. See what I can find.
60 feet's quite a lot.
Pretty much.
I'm sure you could catch me up doing something.
Actually, more like I'm
Roll-
an energy blast at my hand or something.
Roll perception to see whether or not you happen to,
Notice Zephyr in my flight.
while you're going into the Blue Water Inn and
25.
you see what appears to be an old dude with a cane travelling at speed.
I'd hit a dash to
Yeah,
catch up.
okay, that's fine. So,
Yeah, I'm not dead.
I'd be
Normal
dashing.
space is 60 feet.
what do you,
Just speed walking with a cane.
so what do you want to? So you get to the watch house. The watch house is all quiet and sort of shut up at the moment. There's
Can I just do a perception check to... Oh, actually, is there any animals nearby?
um
I haven't
like
made it.
rats or...
I'm hovering.
Like right instantly, just so I figure out it's hovering.
you roll perception if you're looking for. Oh God!
Nothing.
There you go.
Remember I have a plus 9 perception. This is 11.
Okay.
That's unfortunate.
You can't really see a lot of creatures. It's pretty quiet. You can hear one or two sort of birds maybe in the hedgerows. You can't see any obvious rats or dogs or
This is a 2-story house.
cats or anything else.
2-story house.
No, there's no joke.
It is a 2-story house. Yes.
I'll straight up to the second story and I'll just fly around the house.
Okay.
To see if I can see a light.
I'm just going to try and open the door.
The front door is currently locked.
Need a hand getting in the door.
No. I'm going to cast jump
Okay.
You've got in the top floor.
and jump onto the roof if I can. That's 3 times more than the jump height. And then I'm going to, like, smash it.
Sweet.
Why smash a window on the second floor? Just
He
curious.
can't pick locks, but I actually
Yeah,
can.
but
No, I don't
There's
want
windows on the ground.
on the floor.
I'm loving the fact that we are going to jump onto the roof and smash an
just
upstairs window because
because
Why
Just
would you-
seeing him fly around? It's like,
Because
well, I can do cool
if
shit.
there was anything dodgy to like the front door, it would
Okay.
be on the ground floor. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like,
okay.
I'm thinking like you go into
Why
the
would you set traps on
top.
the second floor? You're not expecting entrance.
No one would expect
Yeah,
an
okay.
entrance from the second floor if there was someone else there.
okay, I'm loving the
I'll
logic.
go in after Zephyr.
I'm loving
I'm
the
sure it's an empty
logic.
house, but
In
Okay,
case it's not.
I'll go
and
in
he's
after
flying.
Zephyr.
All
so
right.
he can come in.
so you're okay. So you're going in on the second
The
floor.
moment I get in through the window, activate Eldritch Sight.
Okay.
We tried this last time.
I'm good with magic.
Well, yeah. So you did this the last time. So in terms of is there stuff here? The answer is probably. You've already kind of searched all the magic stuff, if that makes sense. Let's see.
I'm typically looking for documents or details pertaining to Strike.
Okay, fine.
I will be sifting through every piece of paper.
Okay.
That's not.
I'll be helping using my invisible mage hand, telekinetically moving.
If I hadn't dismissed
Okay.
the ravens, you could have had a whole bunch of.
So,
ravens just
as
leaving
you as you come in, let's put you.
Assuming there's no.
I'm going to put you over there.
I'll just be ripping books off bookshelves.
If I see an animal though, I will ask it for secret.
cast of dominant will,
All right. You've not seen any animals, okay? In the house, there's. So you've come into this room up here through the window. There's a small bed. There's a sort of small bedside table. You kind of get the feeling that this was maybe she had two sons as well. Maybe it was their room. But there's nothing. It's sparse. There's a bed, a table, a wardrobe, and not a lot of anything else. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
Getting in through the door.
okay. So
Why do I feel like it's
no, not at all. Why-
I'm ready for it.
So you're out on the main landing. You've been. Those are the stairs. Those are there's stairs going down to the downstairs. So you know where they are.
There was a left on your own house.
Which
I
is
was
the third level.
There's a door here. This is the staircase going down. So you would assume that that's going down to the downstairs. There's a door here. There's a door here. There's a door here. There's a door here. There's a door there. Where would you like to go?
I would ask Dash, do you know where the study is? Or
Would I remember where the study is? So I've been in this house before.
I don't think you went to the study. You went pretty much. Your Eldridge site told you there was stuff up in the attic, so that's where you headed. I don't think you really searched this floor.
okay, I'll just open every door.
Okay. Okay, so as you're coming down here, it's sort of opening every door. There's lots of bits and pieces down here. So we'll start that way. So there's a master bedroom on the other side of this wall. So this door here goes into a master bedroom. And there appears to be a man asleep in bed.
A living man.
For
I'm
now.
going to telepathically speak to Fish. Wait, I thought this place would be empty. Do you know who this guy is?
Presumably.
They ever mention a husband?
I don't think she's ever mentioned her husband to you.
That's a terrible strategy.
That's not my
No, it does
strategy.
promote
Dash
someone.
doesn't do that information.
No, Bash has other things prepared just in case.
Okay, can I sneak from this point on as soon as I see the
So, where are you sneaking? Where are you think you've just barged in through his bedroom door?
Is he still asleep? Is he still asleep?
Oh,
He's not moved.
invisibility.
I love it. Throw Zephyr under the bus.
Can I walk up to him
Yeah.
Invisible.
and do
Just a disappearing little thing.
if he's not moving? If we barged in,
As you walk up to him, you notice that there's an older gentleman lying there, completely dressed in black, and has 2 copper pieces, one on each eyelid.
I was dead. Can I search the body to see if there's any obvious identifiers as to who this person might be?
Yeah. Can roll an investigation.
My landlady is just
13.
You can't find anything obvious on the body. He just appears to be in a sort of a black house coat. There is, however, a family portrait hanging above the mantel, which has who you know is Fiona Watcher and what looks like this dude, 2 sons, and a young girl.
I would like to investigate him to see if I can see an obvious sign of death.
Okay. You've rolled medicine, which is he was dead. You can roll a medicine check.
It's important to start with the obvious.
Yeah.
Natural 20 for 21.
Okay. There is no there's no blood anywhere. He doesn't look like he has been stabbed or beaten. There's no bruises. What you do notice with the natural 20 is that there's a faint discoloration around his nose that you sometimes see with certain kinds of poison.
He's been poisoned. Probably the wife. Can you do medicine checks?
Yeah, we both can. Can I open the door?
Actually, though, before we go anywhere,
Yep.
can I use a spell slot to cast Identify on the body to see if I can pick up a poison? What particular poison was used on?
Yeah, you can
I'm
try.
guessing it's the Dana poison.
That's what I'm guessing, but if I can identify the poison, I can teach everybody how to make it.
Oh, that's the point.
I will use Identify.
Yep.
I thought we wanted invented use of Yeah.
So did you guys ever go to the basement and stuff?
No, we went to the attic and that was
Because the attic was where the magic stuff was.
We use one as the water house.
So, sorry, what was that? So, identify. So, yeah, you get a fair idea of that this was a relatively fast-acting sort of asphyxiation type poison ingested. So, possibly not what's on the dagger. So, it's not this would be a poison that had been ingested in some way rather than a weapon-based poison. Right, where do you want to go? While you're investigating here,
Now
you
that I know
can
we see
hear
how properly invisible.
soft meowing. You can hear soft meow, meow, from the other side of the corridor.
I'm gonna go through the door to the right. Is it like a bathroom or something? I don't know. I mean the one that's in the room.
This one.
Yeah. Is that just a cupboard or is it?
No, so there's a statue in the corner of the room that looks remarkably like a sort of almost like a model of Castle Ravenloft, sort of on a pillar, and there is a door sort of built into that pillar.
Isn't that interesting?
And if you open that, it looks like there's a staircase going down in the corner of that room.
I'm going to close that door. And
Uh-huh.
so we'll come back here later.
Okay.
That seems plot relevant.
We'll come back.
Yes, this is not something I should be going down into without more friends.
We'll get the rest.
More friends. Okay. Anywhere else you'd like to go up here?
Yeah, just
Into all the rooms. Okay. So if you go across the corridor and open up all the doors,
Zephyr, I can't believe you left without telling anyone about Ireena.
yeah, you're the only person who knows.
The only one that knows.
As you go across the corridor, you see.
But do I know though? I don't know.
You
like-
know that she
I know
was.
she went with it, but I don't
Yeah.
know that was a bad
That still
thing.
feels like something you ought to mention. Like, oh, by the way, the person we're
Yeah.
charged with protecting.
But remember,
Where is she?
She bucket off with the
remember,
guidance.
I wasn't there
Charles,
when
right.
Ireena was first there. I was 17 in Australia.
Yeah, but like, I feel like we would have mentioned at one point. Oh, by the way, this woman who's been travelling us for the last 2 weeks
Yeah.
is not just a random.
Yeah, that's true.
She's not just a random. So
I probably should
across the other side of the room, as you open this door, in the room where you could hear the cat meowing, as you open the door, you can see a young woman with blonde hair.
Hello there.
And she's like backing into a corner.
Vash will crouch down, put one hand very close to the floor, and do like a motion like this with his fingers. But use prestidigitation correctly, thanks on the cat. And call her over gently. Come here. Over here.
Roll animal handling.
Wait for that.
I was trying to make a decision on what's the least
16.
inappropriate stuff. She crouches down behind her bed and is just quaking. And you can see on the bed there's like manacles, and that she's clearly kept restrained in here sometimes.
Can I first speak with animals?
She doesn't speak the actual cat. I tried that last time.
Yeah, she doesn't actually speak cat. No.
Oh, well, I still would have tried.
Yes. So you can try, and she just looks at you while you meow at her.
Do you think we should carry her out?
I could make her follow us.
What is the Vash's solution for everything?
She's lawful evil. Make it really want it. I think they would probably
So
be a
I
little bit
understand.
too traumatic.
There are more doors up there.
Yeah, so you can go around the other side. So she doesn't make any move to come out of that room. As you go around the other side, you kind of get into a library on the other side.
No, Father. Like the church father.
Oh, you mean
What?
The church father,
Yes.
Priest.
rather than the corpse.
Sorry, like,
By the way,
doesn't, like,
you
sort
should
out
know
the
she's
identity.
dead. Oh God, you lot
What?
are terrible.
Yes.
You really are. So there's a library around the other side. So around this side, there's a library around there. It's not.
Any books there, like-
Yeah, there's a couple of bits and pieces. So there's some papers. There's a diary.
Diary.
Yeah.
That's
I'll
gonna-
go through here.
So there's
Diary or is diary?
so there's a diary. It looks like it's Lavinia's diary. So it's the sort of diary of Lavinia Watcher, and this is set in the sort of 300s. You're in 740. So you would Lavinia Watcher. You would probably work out is an ancestor. Yeah. And there's I'll share the text, but there's reference within this diary as you're just flicking through it. Strahd's name crops up, and there's also reference to somebody called Sergei, and they're describing this in sort of real time. So you kind of get the feeling that this Lavinia person was around at the same time that Strahd and what appears to be his brother were in
Strahd's brother.
Barovia. This was several hundred years ago from where you are now.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the only thing that's in here. There's an actual cat that's kind of wandering around on this floor, but it looks like a proper cat.
It's too late now.
It lasts 10 minutes, doesn't it?
Oh, it does. It does.
You can speak to this
I
cat.
can speak to the cat.
Yeah.
I just say, "Hey, cat. Have you ever been downstairs? The like in the room upstairs?
No.
No? Is there any other hiding holes in this house?
No.
And I'll just give it that.
That cat seems pretty friendly. Curls up in front of the fire that's in there.
Right, basically. You
Okay.
don't expect animals to be peaceful.
Okay, so while you guys are doing that, what are the rest of you
I
doing?
absolutely do.
You set fire to all the vampires. What are you doing now? So Malachi's at the church, has healed Father Lucian, has made sure that... So in terms of in the church, people you notice, Malachi, people you notice are not in the church. Malachi, people you notice are not in the church. The family, the Martikov family from the Blue Water Inn are not in the church. Lydia, Petrova and Izak are not in the church. And Ireena is not in the church. Vasili Von Holtz is not in the church. But pretty much, like, everybody's, like, shaking your hand and thanking you. And Father, Father Lucian is, like, making everybody tea and trying to get everybody settled down and calm. But those are the notable people. You notice all the orphans are there. Cecilia, who runs the orphanage, is there. So and they're all.
Is the Martikov vineyard not far off out of town?
The vineyard's a pretty decent way out of town. So the rest of the Martikov family weren't here, but the Unwin and Danica, who run the pub, and they're twins that you tried to torment into theft and burglary and monkey murder. They were all in the town square. They turned into ravens
I remember
and
that. I was wondering
booked
if
it.
they flew back to the family farm or something.
Probably at the inn, I'd imagine.
Vash knows they're at the inn. So what would you like to do?
Can I check Fiona Watcher's body, see if she has anything on her?
Yeah, so Fiona, she's rolled an investigation check. She no longer has a dagger.
Describe her as evil?
Yeah, she's evil.
Wonderful.
I mean, you can pretty much apply that to the vast majority of people, other than maybe Father Lucian
Cool.
and the kids.
That is a 26.
Okay, so you turn over Fiona Watcher's body and you find 55 gold pieces,
Nice.
Nice.
25 silver pieces.
25 silver, did you say?
Yep, you find a scabbard for a dagger, which appears to be empty.
Interesting.
And you she's wearing what appears to be a sort of gold pendant with like a little inlaid cameo sort of brooch. You would know this is unlikely to be magical because it didn't flag anywhere last time when you've been with her and had Eldritch Sight up and things, but looks potentially valuable.
How many people are around in the square at the moment?
Oh, very few. You guys.
Grab that.
Yeah.
But no, like, documents, letters, anything like that?
No documents, no letters.
I'm leaving the scabbard, there's no dagger in it. You're there, you can grab the
Oh yeah, I'm on with you. Yes,
Yeah, you're still there.
Oh, yes. I'm keeping very quiet as I was always told to do. Yes, I'm taking the scabbard and putting my special dagger in the scabbard.
It fits beautifully.
Okay. Doesn't imbibe it with anything brilliant.
Well, you put the dagger in, you take the dagger out, in, out, shake it all about, It doesn't appear in itself to do anything to the blade that you can immediately tell.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's cool. I'll keep the stab, but it seems nice.
Okay.
I'll let you keep the gold. Because you need it more than me.
Yeah. Thanks. Is there anything else of note in this square?
Not really. I mean, it's pretty. You're starting to see. You're starting to see people sort of opening the shop doors and things like that. So there's Anya from the potion shop starting to peer around the doors. You see Scran from the leather shop who offered you the armour for sorting out the werewolf drama is starting to open up. You see the blacksmith come back out into his yard and start stoking the fire, almost like, oh well,
Another day.
another day. We
What
might
can you
as well crack on. We'll see what happens tomorrow. It's got that kind of vibe about it.
Given that there's just been all hell broken loose,
Yeah.
can Quinny try to work out if she saw what happened to Ireena, if she saw her heading to the church or not, given that I was near all
Yeah.
that side of action going down?
Yeah. Roll. Yeah, you can roll insight or perception. Yeah.
Not as amazing as my other rolls. 17.
So you remember seeing her on the north side of the square. So in that sort of top right corner before everybody started booking it out. So up towards the stockade. You remember seeing her up here in this crowd. You remember seeing the Martikov family and Muriel Vinshaw all turning into were-ravens and whipping some of the kids up and flying them out. And then you don't remember seeing her after that. So you remember seeing her in that group.
Can I try to find her tracks in the dirt?
You can try. Survival with disadvantage on the grounds that everybody has been trampling through here. Yeah.
That is still a 25.
With a 25, you look and there's it's stone and there's sort of blood and there's sort of bits of wine and things that have been spilled, and you see what you think would be a set of female footprints going very specifically, not with the big crowd going through, but more from here around the back of the stocks. So everybody was running this way, around the back of the stocks in that way, and they appear to have another set of footprints with them.
Okay. Can I follow those tracks?
Yeah, you can.
Yes.
So you follow those tracks, and those tracks appear to go to Vasili Von Holtz's house, which is sort of down the way in the next square over, and then on the far side of that. So you follow the tracks past the haunted house where you've decided that's your spare time base, and past Blinsky's toy shop and up to, and they seem to stop at Vasili Von Holtz's house at the top of that corner.
I'd like to knock on the door.
Okay. So you knock on the door of Vasili Von Holtz's house, and you can hear movement inside, and you wait a moment, and the butler opens the door to Vasili Von Holtz's house. Can I help you?
Yes, I'd like to talk with the master of the house.
He is in. Who shall I say is calling? You were here the other day, were you not?
Yes, Quinn.
Okay. So he disappears off inside and comes back and says, Mr. Van Holtz is in his study. He says you are welcome to come in.
While the butler is going and doing that, what I'd like to do, if you allow me to, I'd like to use a charge of my conjure animals.
Yes.
I want to summon one of the most deadly snakes I can manage. whatever will do. There's not like a stat block for a poison snake, but
Okay.
something I can get to bite him and will do a lot of damage if I need to.
Okay.
And I'd like to get
A
it
deadly poison. You're
A
going
deadly
for
poison.
a Cleopatra murder moment.
something horrendously poisoned that I'd
Okay.
then like to have just hide in my pack ready to jump out in case I'm about to be, horrifically
Snake
murdered.
weapon.
Yep,
Okay. All right. Fine.
incredible.
Yep. Fine.
And then I'll head inside.
Are any of you going with it? Are you taking anybody?
No,
You're going on your own.
I'll go.
That's fine. So you go in, and Vasili's in his study. You've been there before, where all the nice brandy is. And he is just sat in his study in front of the fire without, with his feet up on a nice poof in a comfortable armchair. Queenie, coming in.
Yeah,
That was not the usual run-of-the-mill festival.
no, it was quite terrifying. I saw you managed to make a break for it as the creatures arrived.
Well, I have some skills. I've lived here a long time, and one knows when it is time to make an exit.
Of course. I don't mean to be rude, but if you had some way to get out of there, I'm surprised you didn't take some more people with you. There was a lot of the town there.
Well, the responsibility of the town is for the people who run the town. There's nobody there who is rich enough to pay my salary, other than the Petrovas or the Watchers. So I have relatively little interest, to be honest, in the happenings of the lesser people.
Can I do an insight check on that?
Yeah,
I'm,
go for
imagine
it.
I'm suspecting that Ireena's here, but 18.
Insight, he is genuinely disinterested in the plight of the small people getting murdered by the vampires. Much, he appears to be genuinely self-interested.
Does it sound like he's hiding that he's taking someone with him though? Like, I feel like that would be a lie more or less if he's saying if he took Ireena with him and if he's saying he didn't take anyone. You know what I mean? That's what I'm trying to gauge.
Yeah, he's not really saying that he didn't take
True.
anybody with him. He's saying that he wasn't interested in helping the vast hordes of villagers trying to flee the vampires. You think there are things unsaid. You don't think he's lying outright, but you think that he's equally not necessarily telling the whole truth.
I might ask him. I'll say, it's been a terrible shock. It seems to mostly died down now. I don't suppose I could trouble you for a drink.
Oh, of course. Where are my manners? And he goes forward to the cabinet with the nice brandy, and he gets 2 glasses, and he pours you a nice brandy. I believe you enjoyed this the last time,
Indeed.
and gives that to you. Ethidwe and Harleen, what are you up to? Well, so Vashan Zephyr have vanished. Malachi has definitely gone, I'm going to the church, and headed to the church. Quinny's disappeared sniffing the ground and wandered off.
Colleen would probably just head back to the tavern looking for a drink because this is not what she signed up for.
Valid. Okay. You get back to the tavern, and essentially there are lots of people in there doing exactly that.
Yeah.
So the Martikov family have even allowed Brom and Bray a small
wow.
glass of wine to steady their nerves, and they're all sitting, and they see you walk in and they go, "Oh, thank you so much for all your help in allowing us to get our children out safely. Let us buy you a drink," and sort of get a couple of nice bottles of wine and push them in your direction. And go, wow, wasn't expecting any of that today. No, the festivals they're a thing, but they've never been like that. That was ridiculous. Okay.
She would probably just sit in a dark corner and just ruminate everything she's learned over the last few days.
Okay. Vash and Zephyr, are you staying up there, heading back?
Heading downstairs first.
You're going down
Just a
into
regular house.
down into the regular house.
Not the strong.
You go down into the regular house, and it's pretty deserted down
It's
there.
just like a normal house.
Uh-huh.
Okay, then we'll wander back to town, catch up with the others, and I'm assuming that
So you're heading back to the inn.
head back to try and find some of the other people. If they're in the inn, then that's where we'll go. And one of the first things I'll say is there's more to the Watcher's house than I first thought. We might need some assistance back there. But before we do that, has anyone seen Vasili? Because he seemed to be protecting Ireena in the middle of the bed.
So nobody else has seen him.
Yeah.
So I think Etherdwy and Harleen are back at the Blue Water Inn. You two are there. Malachi, would you be heading back there after you finished at the church?
Yeah.
So all of you guys.
Like if they say,
Then
around.
perhaps we should go see her.
She wasn't with us. I've not seen her at all.
Where is
Winnie?
Winnie?
I don't know, but we should probably at least check the city first.
Yeah.
Anyway, while they're all figuring all that out and
So
travelling.
we're wondering your
Quinny.
way.
Yeah, you're going to be a number of rounds, but yes.
At least
Quinny.
Zephyr and Vash run away.
Vasili, did we ever tell you how we ended up coming to town?
Oh, I don't believe you did. I think you said you'd come up from Barovia Village, and Ireena came by. So you remember that Ireena was the one who told Vash that there was a historian, a guy who knew lots about history. So it was Ireena that told you to go and see Vasili Von Holtz in the first place. And he realised that. He was like, Ireena, the daughter of the burgomaster in Barovia Village, came by and she said that there was someone travelling with you who used to live here, and did I know anything about them that you might drop by?
Yes.
And I said, you're welcome, you can come for dinner, and then you did. And it was lovely.
Speaking of, have you seen Ireena? I know she was in the town when everything went down, but I haven't been able to find her since.
Well, yes, absolutely. I got her away from there. It was bloody dangerous, wasn't it? I mean, she's one of us.
One of us?
Well, you know. She's the daughter of the burgomaster of Barovia. Not just like little Annie. She's the old one who prays a lot. So yeah, absolutely. I pulled her out relatively early on after Izek bailed with Lydia Petrova, which is good because she will still need accounts doing.
She will need accounts doing. I assume they'll probably get a hold back on the town now that the Watchers are out of the picture.
Well, indeed. It was an interesting moment there. Who'd have thought that book club could turn into something like that? Interesting.
Quite concerning. What happened with Ireena? You said you got her out of there. Do you know where she is now?
Oh, no. She came back here. We had a drink. And she's left. She's probably gone, to the church or to the Blue Water Inn, where I believe she had rooms.
Can I insight check that?
Yep.
I'm going to use my inspiration point to get advantage, if that's okay.
Yep.
Lovely.
You don't like him at all.
I'm ready to
murder him with a poisonous snake.
That's more. I'm pretty tempted to. It's up there on my list of priorities. That's a 26 on an insight check.
He's absolutely lying.
This is usually a pretty
With
good
a
lie.
26.
What was the exact lie? Just follow it.
That Ireena came here, had a drink, and went on her way.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's not there anymore,
with that
I know
26,
Yes.
can I determine the nature of the lie? Is he? Does he seem desperate to hide something here?
No.
Or- Okay.
He seems very relaxed and very chilled out. She didn't. You think that she came back here. You don't think either that it's either that she hasn't left
Mhm.
or that he doesn't know where she is. And that bit is slightly unclear, but it's either that he knows where she is and she's not here, or she didn't leave here. And you can't quite get a bead, even with 26, on that detail, but that's the bit that doesn't hang true. She definitely came back here, he definitely got her out, she definitely came back and had drinks.
Mm-hmm.
The next bit is where it starts falling down a bit.
Okay. Can I please...
Yes.
I'm going to do something really stupid or not. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me, please?
Wisdom save.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Would you describe him as evil for the purposes of a certain book I have?
For the purposes of the book you have, yes.
Wonderful. In that case, this will work. Make a wisdom save for me, please.
Yeah. Da, 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 da. It will get there eventually. 22.
Shit.
There's not very much.
It's a lot higher than I was hoping. I failed to cast Dominate Monster on him. And the instruction I give with that is, could you please tell me where Ireena is?
He looks at you, sort of leans back in his chair and looks and goes, I have told you I don't know where Ireena is right now. Are you implying that I am lying to you in some way?
I'm not inclined to believe you, no.
Interesting. Why is that? Have I done anything particularly to cause you problems or difficulty?
Where's the door to this room relative to me and him?
You two are sitting here. The door's there, behind you.
Can I gauge his reaction to me trying to do that? Like an insight check or something? I want to see if I need to run away right now or what.
Yeah.
18.
He doesn't seem any different.
Terrifying. I'll be honest and I will just say that there's a trail of footsteps leading to your front door that I believe she left.
Oh.
There doesn't seem to be any exit.
And he goes, strange.
Quite.
Lisa touches your hand, and you appear on the other side of that wall.
Ah, shit. Can my snake strike him as he goes to touch me? If I've got that.
Your
holding
snake
action.
can try.
Oh, Jesus, that's unhappy.
Everything known, but I don't know any reasons.
Can I use the stats for an enormous tentacle for that? I'm just looking for a vaguely snaky too.
Yeah. You can use enormous tentacle if you'd like.
It's either that or a swarm of maggots.
Yeah, that's fine. Either.
Awesome. In that case, that is a +6 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Less than 20. 15.
Does not hit.
Oh dear.
So are you able to say what that spell is that transports you?
What did we do?
So it's that.
Touch me and then tell them, which means it's either something really high level or it's
So you're in this room.
Yep.
From this room.
Yep.
Is this the room where Strahd's diary was?
Yep.
Okay.
Strahd's what was?
Is Ireena in the room with me?
The thing that we all
No.
went and
Alright.
We all snuck in there to see what was in the secret room behind the cupboard.
Yeah, Quinny hasn't been in there before.
I'm out of wild shapes.
No, because Quinny
oh no,
went
sorry,
up the hill with
Yeah.
Vasili Von Holtz. So Quinny's not been in here before.
Yeah.
I don't think I went to Vasili Von Holtz.
yes, you did.
You broke in.
You broke in.
It was
Yeah,
you and I were gonna do it alone,
That's
but
right,
then I
yeah.
said we should really get
Yeah.
back.
They're half a fake
No, I won't.
bookcase.
Pardon?
Is there a fake bookcase I can see?
From this side of the room, no.
Okay.
There appears to be a solid wall on this side of the room.
So what's
Wooden
in the
walls?
room?
Roll a investigation or perception.
Uh,
You told me magic
22.
No, this appears to be pretty thick stone.
You can't
all
watch
right.
it to like a tiny creature and things.
I'm out of wild shapes for 24 hours. By which point I'm a little bit screwed.
You might be a little bit screwed.
I'm also out of third level spell slots because I've got that one stake with me and that's all I've got.
Hang on, Zephyr would have discussed these.
You're trapped in a small room with a poisonous snake.
Yeah.
There's a comfy chair in here.
Can I try to orient myself to know where I am? But I'm in, presumably in a room of
But
this
we have
house
no
still.
place there.
Yeah, you can.
We just know that.
You can try. You could roll.
You can tell me if she would.
Survival? Tell which way's north? Something like that?
Yeah, you can roll survival.
Crit for 20.
Okay, so you feel that you have
Fugitive thoughts on him for
moved directly sort of horizontally from where you were. You think that this room is related to the room that you were in some way, so it's within the house. You feel that north is the same direction that it was before. In terms of...
a great big goat here against the wall that leads into the room with Vasili Von Holtz, if I can tell which that one is.
Yep.
I want to cast a second level Thunderwave at that room
Okay.
to see if.
Oh, if we're outside, we totally hear that.
And if
Yeah,
not,
I
it
don't know
makes
how
a
far
great
away,
big noise.
It can be heard 300 feet away.
Yes. Audible boom 300 feet.
Here, nothing.
Yeah,
if
we
he's within
probably-
15 feet of me, he makes a con 17 save if he
Yep.
gets through the wall.
Yep.
Oh, we would have heard it.
The damage that rolls is 11 thunder if it matters. Otherwise, it just makes a great big bang.
Makes a great big bang, which you don't hear from outside.
Oh, it's like
Well, no, because
No,
I just cast a spell.
the spell went off.
Does that damage the wall at all?
Nope.
Oh, good. You know, I usually have Misty Step. I've already used it today.
Oh,
You guys arrive at Vasili Von Holtz's house. The door is shut.
before we go in, because Vash is just naturally suspicious of everybody, he will put up detect thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So he doesn't get caught casting in front of him.
Okay,
Oh, did you do that last time?
Yes.
go on.
Caught.
I've got an explorer's kit
Mhm.
with pittons, I believe.
Right.
And I have
Interesting.
sheet metal.
Okay.
I also have a hammer. If I drive a piton, can I try to hammer an iron spike into these walls?
And then heat it up.
You could try, yeah.
Do these walls seem intangible, or...?
This might take a long time.
Well, look, I got nowhere to go.
But
I'm just hanging around. Maybe I shouldn't burn all of my spell slots trying to solve this problem, but on the other hand,
Getting that's important.
hammer.
Hammer.
On the other hand, you sound a lot like Baldus, so like, you know, like getting into weird situations that like you probably shouldn't be in.
Okay.
Good fun.
So the butler opens the door and goes, "Oh, the rest of you. Your friend came in to talk to...
What, when you said?
yeah, he's come for a drink with Vasili Von Holtz. Yeah, obviously.
Immediately I switched detect thoughts from trying to focus on one person to just being able to sense any active thought process within 30 feet of me.
Active thought process within 30 feet of you.
It allows you
Harleen
I can
is
sense
thinking
someone
about
I can't see.
Harley. You get lots of disturbed. Oh my goodness! Who am I? Who's my family? Was I born here? What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah.
To which
Why the
point-
hell did my supposed brother leg it, having
But-
built dolls
Oh,
of me
you're
for
probably not
20 years?
Gently put his hand on Harleen's shoulder as we walk in.
Yeah. Ethard
We know
Wee's
who you are. We don't know who he is. Calm down.
Ethard Wee's going, I wonder what kind of poison this dagger, and how do I make it more poisonous, and how can I get it to be poisonous again?
I'm trying to find
Zephyr's like, fucking hell, I just need a rest, because like my knees are like really aching.
What time did that lock on?
Well, yeah, I need whatever the Barovian equivalent of ibuprofen is for
It's
my
like
knees.
leaning there.
He's very heavily on his stuff. And Malachi's feeling remarkably good. It's like, has done a great day's service to the Morning Lord, murderizing undead, and then rescuing people. Nobody should have died, shouldn't have died. The priest's alive. All in all, a good day of
Vash.
religious service.
Vash will mutter under his breath in Elvish.
I don't actually
Someone-
have pigeons, unfortunately. I have an adventurer's pack, not an explorer's pack.
Oh, I speak.
Can I do a sweep for anything else in this room quickly?
You speak Elvish.
Yeah. You can have a look around this room. In this room is a comfortable. It's relatively lit. It's got a comfortable chair. It's got a small table, kind of like a sort of reading area, and there appears to be a complicated sigil on the ground that is glowing slightly.
Out of flask with holy water. I'm going to just tip that on there.
It goes.
Interesting. It's educational, but not very useful. Connie spends a decent bit of a time rocking around as an animal.
Yes.
Can I smell if Ireena was here?
Roll survival with disadvantage, because at the moment
Technically, you are part animal.
you are part
I don't know how
animal.
well a goat's nose is, but
But yeah,
that's a crit on one dice, but a 5 on the other one, so a 14. Unless Ireena's evil.
I don't think Ireena's evil. You get a faint smell that you think could be Ireena.
Mhm.
You think maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay.
About how much-
In terms of other thoughts, you detect that the butler's getting slightly fed up because he's trying to cook dinner and he has to keep answering the door and he's got no idea how many people he's making dinner for anymore. So you get this sort of just while at the same time being very, very polite, and it's an effort.
That comes in handy occasionally.
And you can feel a sort of cognitive presence sort of in the room next door.
Only one?
Yep.
Shouldn't I be in range of Quinny as well?
I reckon there's something going on.
Okay.
I'm liking that I have considered that there may be something afoot.
Quinny at this point, after
Quinny,
trying all
like,
of that, stands up and
Quinny's-
goes,
I
I
have one
might
other
be
trick.
in a small bit of trouble.
I have one last trick.
Can I try Zen teleporting to the Feywild?
You can try Zen. Quinny wanders around doing Tai Chi for a while, nothing happens.
No windows?
No windows. Pardon?
There's got to be an air vent.
There's no Evan.
Not magically sealed.
I don't know.
So are we talking to Vasili or what?
I'm just here as
Are we
a...
talking to Vasili?
Yeah.
You go in and Vasili is sitting in his study with his feet on the chair, drinking a glass of brandy.
I'm sorry, I do have one other thing I'd like to do.
Yes, go
I'd
for
like to
it.
take my fiddle and play a sad little tune.
Okay.
Is there only one
That's
glass?
Is there only one glass? There is only one glass.
Does that mean I have my other glass?
You have the glass, yeah.
Ah, beautiful.
Vasili,
The snake took
yeah,
some
our friend
poison in.
came this way.
So, sorry.
How's Ireena? I heard it. Our friend came this way as well.
Ireena, I'm sure, is completely well.
What about Quinny?
Yeah, and what am I picking up while he's having this conversation? I'm now focused on Vasili.
I'm pretty sure Vasili has some serious magic powers.
I know, but I should still be able to read the surface thoughts.
Surface thoughts are...
I'm not digging.
No, surface thoughts are... This brandy's good. I wonder if they're staying for dinner. There's very little.
What time of the day is it, Emma?
It's about sort of early afternoon. I mean, the festival was in the morning. I mean, so, given that the whole fight probably took about, 1 minute, it's about 1 minute past 10.
Yeah,
It's just that you're burnt on resources a bit.
Where is Quinny? We were looking for him.
Oh, Quinny. She was here earlier. She'll be around somewhere. Surface thoughts? Yeah, she'll be around somewhere. He doesn't seem particularly bothered by the questions. He's not really...
And Ireena? Where's she?
Oh, she was here. We had a drink. She's somewhere.
I'd like to see if he's lying.
Yeah, I'd like to do an insight check.
Insight check on the first one.
Insight check?
On whether he's lying. With the tech courses, that give me an advantage.
No,
I finally got my crit.
it doesn't.
So now everyone's got a crit.
Insight?
Yeah,
I got a nat 1. So.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Okay.
Roll very good.
Go on.
I got a crit, so.
Insight, crit. He knows where Quinny is. He knows where Ireena is. He's not particularly bothered about sharing that information.
Do you think Malachi is intimidated by this guy?
I highly doubt it.
I doubt it.
I don't know, Malachi, are you?
I don't think there's much that intimidates Malachi.
Yeah. Then I think that
Good morning, Lord.
I'm gonna use Thaumaturgy to make my voice really loud and just go,
Okay.
where are they?
Can I hear any of
Very like Batman from the Dark Knight. Where are they? Swear to me!
He just sort of looks at you and turns around and uses thaumaturgy back and goes, I'm not telling you! And all the lights flicker, slightly orange and red. And he smiles and takes a sip of his brandy. Would you like some?
So I'm speaking telepathically now.
Malachi?
If you want to sneak behind him,
Shall I?
stab him.
I don't have a
And
lot of
once
spells.
Yes, no, that's what I'm saying. Shall I?
you
What are you
did
gonna do?
I knew
He's not
that.
telling us.
Can I try to damage this
Oh,
wall
you-
with the thunder wave? I just want to see if it seems impenetrable or if it's
Yeah.
just solid
Think
stone.
Malachi.
Yeah.
I've
It
got-
looks like solid stones, but yes, you can go for it.
I'll take some swings. The other thing I'll do is take some of my moonshine, put it on there and light it on fire and see if that does anything.
Okay.
Bashful turn to
Mm.
Vasili. I would suggest you tell us what I want to know.
See, I tried that with an
I'm
anklet.
also going, and try not to hide it from me. I'm using cutting words
That's a good
to drop his spell save DC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I rolled a fucking 6. Wisdom save, 22 for the wisdom save.
rolled like a 20. What did you roll? A 26 on the.
You can say pretty well.
Probably means he has a high proficiency. That was.
Just to roll
Could be
22,
strap.
but 22 because it's naturally 16 and I just took 6 off his roll. That is literally the biggest thing I can throw at him.
24.
Oh, fuck.
With -6.
Have you done? That's great.
So he rolled a 30.
He's so strong.
He rolled a 30 on a wisdom save.
You must have got plus 15.
He's fucking strong.
Do you still want me to dagger attack him?
Plus 5 proficiency
It's
bonus
not
would
And I would
Not
absolutely
bad.
know that failed at that strength.
Yeah. Oh.
They're very powerful.
Are we afraid? Like, it's the question.
Quinn is.
Vash is looking at Zephyr.
I'm going to talk over and speak to you and be like,
He just resisted my spell. You need to leave.
Can I attempt to identify what this pentagram craft has?
Yeah, you can roll Arcana.
Arcana, would you describe it as of evil origin?
Yeah. Probably, yeah.
That adds a lot of stuff for me, but I crit failed, so that is only
I can't
a.
force it out of him.
That's only an 8.
Not saying Malachi, I can't make it.
You've
Unless I get
definitely
advantage.
seen something. No, you can have advantage because you've seen something before.
I just rolled a 2 on my dice, on my advantage dice, making it a 9.
sorry.
Okay.
Assuming that doesn't get very far.
I hear something.
Do it. That's the best I can throw.
I'm gonna speak to him and be like, what was Tri's brother's name?
Oh, in the diary?
Yeah.
Sergi.
Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh, God.
Does Sergi ring a bell? The name Sergi.
Well, obviously.
That would-
Obviously, Sergi was the younger brother of Strad von Zarovich. That's basic history, boy.
Can I roll inside?
Yep.
Why am I just rolling all
Well, of course I know.
It's me. I hit him with the
Can
best
we
thing I
tell
had
the
at the highest strength.
Susan.
has been broken recently? Because we were there.
Yeah, roll from where you are, unless you're going to investigate it.
No,
You can roll
I
perception.
appreciate it. I appreciate it.
13.
I also did a snake level spell and it did nothing.
You get the feeling he's absolutely, this is just common knowledge.
Did you know of the association between the Watcher family?
And the association of the Watch family and...
Sergi.
Oh, and Sergi. Well, the Watcher family have been associated with the von Zarovich family for many, many years. And he sort of takes on the guise of, history professor, giving you feedback on an essay. There's sort of, absolutely. The Watchers...
Can I start looking through my evil book for anything remotely helpful?
Yeah, feel free to browse the evil book.
18 for perception.
18 for perception. You don't see anything different about the bookshelf than when you were in here the last time.
I'm just going to ask that, right? If we know you know where Quinn is, and you won't tell us, why is that? What has Quinny done?
Well, nothing particular. It was just a bit nosy, really.
We would appreciate it if we could.
I think some of you have a fair idea where Quinny might be.
Oh.
What exactly are you implying?
Is
Well, you've been here before. When I was not here.
We've shared a meal together and we've been...
Oh, absolutely, we have indeed. It was very pleasant. You borrowed some books. It was lovely company. I enjoyed myself. Therefore, I find it particularly unpleasant when my house is burgled when I am out.
That would be an unpleasant situation.
That's why I opposed it. I don't even know if I did it. I don't
You weren't
I
there.
don't think you
I do think you opposed it.
You were in the distraction party.
do we know that he said that, or did he telepathically say that?
No, Vasili's speaking out loud.
I'm not letting him speak in telepath. I'm speaking in suicide.
Okay.
Yeah, he speaks out. Yeah, he's
Vasili would still speak out loud. He
He's-
could reply telepathically. He likes the sound of his voice.
I've seen you looking at the bookshelf in the corner. he says to Harleen.
Fine, Vash is dropping pretense. He's going to open the secret chamber door with telekinetic. He's just going to open it.
It doesn't help.
Any last words?
Quinny's in the reading room with his back.
I'm going to give him back the book and the ring in exchange for my life. Or don't, but definitely do.
I mean,
Or ask him why he's keeping it.
you can.
Do you have any plans of letting Quinny go?
Quinny can get out anytime she wants to.
I find that hard to believe.
Does Quinny know that?
That's a different question. You could always go in and help her if you wanted.
Can I try this Arcana check again?
Yeah.
Zephyr is definitely going to.
Oh,
Okay, I
thank
will
God.
help.
28.
You going to help her?
I'm not leaving some people.
He leans over and you appear in the room next to Quinny. You see Zephyr just vanish.
What are you doing in here? We came after you.
Be really, really careful. I think Vasili might be some terrible horrible thing. How did you end up with it?
Because he told me he was keeping you against your will.
Yes.
And he knows that we're stopping him.
Oh, we're all going to die. I'm fairly confident.
And as far as I understand, he knows exactly where Ireena is. He knows exactly where you were, obviously.
Yes, yes.
And also...
28?
Oh, on Arcana,
27, sorry. On Arcana.
uses a teleportation circle.
Can I activate it at all?
You think you probably could. You have a very powerful book.
Luckily, I've known how to get out of here the whole time. I've just been making sure to assess the situation first before I do
But where does it
rash or
go?
unpredictable. Do I know where it goes?
No.
I'm absolutely certain this teleportation circle here will lead us out of this spot.
To where?
Huh?
Somewhere not here.
I came here by choice to help you.
That was a
Apparently
really
you know
bad
how to get out of here.
Yes, the teleport circle will probably...
Yeah. But no one else obviously
Is everyone
is
else
with
here?
me.
Oh, they're all in the other room.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, I've moved them across. Sorry, no, they're in the they're in the other.
Okay, let's get out of here then.
Alright,
I
let's
guess.
do it. Can I try and use the book to activate the teleportation circle?
As you stand in the circle and you open the book, all these sigils start to glow.
We split the party.
Glow red, yes, purpose for the party, and then you vanish.
Right before we do, if
Yep.
I can, I'd like to say to Vash, I'm so sorry. Zephyr, I'm so sorry about this.
You appear to and you appear to be in a wardrobe.
Narnia!
Well, as places go, this could be worse. Can I
Okay.
try to feel for a door?
There is a door in the wardrobe.
Suddenly
Are
feels
we in the watch's room? Oh.
Can I open?
You open the doors, and you are in a huge bedchamber that you recognise.
Is there a big Z on a bed nearby?
There is a big Z on the headpost of the bed.
I knew that's where it was going.
I'd like to cast protection from good and evil on myself.
I have 0 resources at this point, by the way.
I'm rapidly running out.
So the four of you who are still in Vasili's place.
Permanently split for now. Right.
Ooh.
Okay.
So, and you're sitting there, Vasili goes, oh, well,
I'd run, yeah.
that's two of your friends have gone adventuring, I think.
Do we still have that mirror?
It's still in the mansion, presumably. They're heavily guard Burgomaster's house.
You are more than welcome to join them. If you...
Marlene just kind of shakes her head, realizes that they're just
My law
nothing that
church,
she can
not
do
you.
right now.
Yeah.
She just turns around and starts walking out of the house.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
she's
doing
just
the same.
muttering like, "Fuck this! I don't need all of this. Who the fuck am I?"
Con save.
What?
What do you not say?
Oh, that's a natural 19 plus 5.
Nice. 24.
Fails.
Yeah.
Well, CoS Strad's been really fun.
You're
Frozen.
Hold that.
stunned, and he walks over and touches you and goes, "You should visit your friends." And you appear on the other side of the wall
Oh no!
in the
no.
room, which you've seen before.
I can roll pretty high Arcana.
Might not be an Arcana.
So are we
might
all
be
in
an
the
Arcana.
outside?
So at the moment, there's Vash, Malachi, and Etherdwe in the study.
They've just seen.
Harleen has tried to leave, frozen, and it has then disappeared.
Vash will look at this. A bit of recognition slides over his mind.
It is lovely to see you back.
So I'm going to assume you work for Strong.
We know one another.
And given your capabilities, you're not who you proclaimed.
Who
Not-
is?
Not such a simple person.
Is he the brother?
Who is?
Or-
Who they proclaim to be.
I didn't think.
I am. actually.
When you asked them about
I'm exactly who I told you.
I thought that's what you were thinking.
No.
And it is good to see you back in Barovia. Now, are you staying here for dinner, or are you going to visit your friends?
I will join my friends eventually.
Okay.
But I do have a small matter of inquiry, and I'm sure, given I can assume I'm going to end up shortly,
Mm.
telling you is going to do no harm because I'm probably not going to come back.
Well, that's very dramatic. I can't see any
I
reason
know-
why you wouldn't come
I know
back.
enough about Strahd to assume that I'm
Assumptions are a dangerous thing.
Who are you really?
He entertains well. He cooks a fantastic
I'm
meal.
sure he understands the laws of hospitality. But who are you really? I'm curious. The full story.
A loyal friend to people in power.
Yeah, that's right.
Still staying attention replay.
He's a narc.
Mm.
I'm curious
And
how
I feel like
from,
it's
but that's
really-
probably a conversation from that time.
Indeed. And he leans forward and goes,
Very well.
"We shall speak another time." And you appear on the other side of the wall.
All of us?
There's just you guys left.
Any chance you can let an old man and a young child go?
What, to
Or
leave
maybe
here?
just the child.
Oh, that's very noble of you. I'll immediately start investigating this.
So Harleen is no longer stunned on the other side of the wall, pissed but not stunned. And there's a sigil which is quietly glowing in the middle.
I wish.
There's absolutely a like.
I think you would find it an enlightening experience, given your
There's liquor stuff.
religious proclivities. I think you would find it an interesting trip.
We're headed that way anyway.
That absolutely sounds like we're going to hell.
Yeah,
And
let's
he-
go then. Take us.
And you appear on the other side of
I
the
can ascertain that this is a teleportation circle fairly quickly.
Arcana.
We
26.
Yeah.
Well, that, and we also
So I will
identified that last
work,
time we were
work out.
Yeah, you've been there before. You've already knew.
How to activate it.
Fine. So the four of you activate this teleportation circle, and the sigils glow, and you all appear in a
I'll
wardrobe.
straight away push the wardrobe
Two
doors
first
up and walk
level
straight out.
2
Do
seconds.
we see 20?
Obviously see
Yep.
Zephyr and Quinny.
Yes.
Okay. And just straight up, and this is all Vash is going to say. Fucking Strahd.
We'll be like, I know this. guys.
Harleen kind of walks up to Quinny and just kind of
I
gives
see.
them a slap of, "Why did you do this?"
Well, I have some impulse control issues.
Obviously.
We could have rested for
Stop wandering. Stop wandering
breakfast
away
time.
from the party
I'm
by
with my
yourself. It's
strongest mental
dangerous.
attack
Have
and
you learnt this by now?
I'm pretty sure this is the
There's
first time
nothing
this has
to it.
happened.
Not the first time you've wandered away from the party and gotten into trouble.
Look, the last time wasn't my fault. There was some weird stuff going on.
Has
Ah.
Quinny still got the book in there?
The slap's still fair.
It's not in his hand. It's not in our hand.
What was the last time? Remind me.
Oh,
So,
when they went off to the watching
you-
house and-
Yeah, I was
Would
mind
recognise that Quinny has the book. You don't know how Quinny got the book because you weren't.
Quinny,
control. Yes,
how do you have my book?
Oh, Quinny's also got like.
massive crown of thorns. Just
Yeah.
around there. And a little bit unhappy.
Okay, 2 questions.
Oh wait, what?
Why
Yeah,
did
yeah,
you have
you've
my
been- yeah.
book, and why did you activate it?
Can I roll a perception check at the door?
Yes.
Just to keep an ear out.
Of course you can.
while
We
this
both
is
know
kind
the
of
answer to the
happening.
second.
Well, there's a row going on.
That just kind of happens.
It doesn't
11.
just happen. But
Okay,
yes, I know
so
why you do this. I just
You
Why
can't
do
hear
you
anything
say
going on
when
outside.
you were facing imminent death,
There is somebody in the
I
bed.
thought Strahd was about to come to the village and kill all of us.
Guys,
And I
Guys.
didn't want to die terribly.
Harleen would kind of just be like waving her hand, like,
So
You
guys,
said want to be important.
guys, and just points at the bed.
Oh yeah, we've all
No.
noticed the bed.
There's somebody in the bed.
What?
Points at the bed and just is like,
Yeah, there was a
This isn't over.
almost looking.
I think we'll all be
guys,
very soon.
there's somebody in
And I'll look over.
Girls, probably.
Pardon.
I'll look over at the
Okay. You look over at the bed,
Just like
and
this.
there's a young woman who appears to be fast asleep, is breathing. Don't need to roll a medicine check. She's like person coloured and like not dead, but
Does she
asleep.
look familiar?
Roll insight.
Guidance.
I think
Whoever wants.
Ireena looks like your mum.
Guidance
Yes.
is
So
a
it's
plus
not
four.
a-
At D4, yes.
It's not Ireena.
No, you'd recognise Ireena. You wouldn't have to roll insight on
You
Ireena.
might need
That's a
food
dirty.
no.
There's no way
No,
no,
because-
that's your mom.
I'm pretty sure his mom.
Looks.
Strahd went after his mom.
And then
There are definitely features.
I wouldn't be surprised in this chick though. So
You've seen them before. Back in Barovia, there was a woman who'd lost her daughter. She'd wandered off. Ireena's brother said he would help her. You know, she owned the dog that you found in the house right at the very beginning. Looks a lot like Mad Mary, but younger, much younger,
The missing
and
girl.
has almost exactly the same sort of hair, odd shade of hair as Effordwing.
Interesting. This is the family tour of Barovia. Would you say she looks very pale?
Barovia,
Um,
lost family finds each other.
Not unduly.
Okay.
How old would you say this child is?
Not a child. This is a woman in her, probably in her 20s,
Okay.
maybe 30s. Really hard to tell. She's fast asleep. Looks really quite angelic while
Very
she's
strong
asleep.
urge to bite you, so be careful what you say.
Is she like, alive or dead?
Alive.
I've always felt a very special connection. I think you and I are really alike in a lot of
Harley
ways.
kind of just stares at.
Vash is just a little bit giving you this look.
Yeah, that's fair.
So it depends whether you tell him that. I'm not sure that. What roll perception?
Oh yeah, so part of the thing of allowing the book is you get a mark of
So you're going.
which that means that evil things.
All these people I've met.
are
Oh,
evil.
Is this a thing, or is this now because like I'm second guessing everything? 'Cause this is all really weird.
Okay.
So did you only align with the book?
So if
To
you
do
so
the-
if you attune to the book, that happens.
No,
And when you
so-
attune
so-
to the book, you make a check to see if your alignment changes. So you get
Um,
Mm.
Out of it.
What was your perception?
Me?
Mm.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you were asking me.
Sorry.
A good choice. We don't want to be working up the stream.
you're good at absolutely.
Harley kind of just kind of just closer to the door and just kind of
You
like
plan on using the
stands
14.
and leans on.
14. You don't immediately recognise this woman. As far as you're concerned, this is
Random.
Welcome to take it off.
she's an older woman, probably middle aged, because like you're 10, so
Yeah.
she's like super old, ancient, asleep in a bed.
I will bequeath it to you. Yeah, I don't think that went that
Shrug my shoulders.
Harley kind of just lightly whispers, like,
Just
so what's the plan?
Get rid of her one of the two. Now it's not this. I don't know what you're talking about.
Can I open the door and kind of peek at it?
Yeah. So you peek out
Just
of
like
the
enough for a sliver, just kind of.
you peek out, and there's this huge long stone corridor
probably a long way.
going in both directions.
Is there a window in this room?
Yeah, there's a window in
Can
this
I
room.
look out the window and try to determine where we are based on the
Yep.
nature around us? And that
You're
sort of
very high. So you look out this window and it's high. High.
altitude?
Altitude. It's high, and you look down, and out of this window you can actually see the village of Barovia sort of sitting.
Purely from the architecture back
I've
to
got good and
exactly
bad
where it
news.
What?
The good news is we're not too far away from the road.
is. Castle Ravenloft.
That is the bad news, yes. The follow-up good news.
Strahd's not
So
standing
the
directly in front of
only
us.
thing in this room besides us in a window
Hmm.
is a lady.
sleeping lady.
Strahd just wants to have a chat with us.
Is there anyone that's a prince?
No.
So I think all my
Okay.
I was once made queen briefly of a tribe of rabbits, but not many meaningful.
I mean, not tech.
Does it equal the Disney stuff?
Can we see a door to this room?
Oh yeah.
I've opened the door to peek at her.
Well, there is a
There's a big stone corridor running in both directions that appears to be empty.
I'm going to start going left. It's as good a direction as any.
No,
I'm following. I'm not splitting us into.
we're not splitting it. We're this low on resources.
If it's dark, I'll cast light. But
No, it's
No.
Don't do
Vax will
that.
take the lead. He can see in the dark.
it's not particularly dark. There's sort of sconces with and candles all the way along this corridor. It's as you walk down it, it's almost that they're motion sets that they light as you walk down the corridor.
He definitely knows where he is.
As we're doing so, I'd like to go to
That's
Zephyr.
cool, true.
And I'll say,
I mean,
Zephyr,
this is rather.
I really appreciate you coming after me. It was a really, really stupid move, but thank you so much.
I haven't really lost one friend to this world.
I
We may not have known each other
technically
for
we all
long,
came
but-
after you.
Since
We're all
fairly
human.
close.
I appreciate that as well. But,
Just
And we're going to leave
I
it
was
there.
going to make the round